So welcome to the first official video here on Megascorcher Fishing. That's what I'm going to call it, just Megascorcher Fishing. It's just easy. I can keep my channel and all that. I'll talk about that in a second, but right now we're just going to fish. I have a lot of plans for the channel, and that involves fishing, funny enough, right? So right now I'm just using straight braid on a medium light. Is this a medium light or just a medium? Just a medium. Rod here, and I also have this is a Yum Dinger. I believe it's a 5-incher. It's just wacky wormed. We're on the Ottawa River. I am Wild Matt. I'm not sure what I'm gonna call myself yet. I might just stick with Matt, but don't really want to go with my full name either. I could. It's Matt St. George, by the way. Like, that's my name. I'm not expecting to catch any fish. I did do a bunch of fishing on camera that didn't go so well. There was a few technical difficulties here and there. I also, at one point, forgot to turn my mic on, and there was a few battery problems too, where I just ran out of battery. So yeah, so the plan with the channel for you guys is I'm gonna be fishing this winter on the channel. I got only one camera right now and one mic, but that's gonna change. I'm gonna buy a few other cameras. There's already one that I looked at, and I'm gonna probably go buy it right after this. It's a nice Canon, and it's 50 bucks. I can't wait to go get it, because it's gonna be an upgrade from the camera that I'm using right now. But here's the thing. I just want to get out there and fish, right? And as we progress, we'll get more fish, more and more better fish, bigger and better fish. And then also the technology for you guys to watch me is going to change as well. So I don't plan on keeping the shitty cameras forever, right? But the shitty cameras, they get me out to record right now. So that's all that matters. So like I said, the plan for the show, just to get out fishing. And then during some of the lulls, which happens during ice fishing, especially when you're using tip-ups and stuff, you're just sitting around sometimes looking at flags for no reason. We're going to be changing it up and doing some stuff. Especially when we have guests, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be playing some video games on the fishing channel while we're fishing. And we're going to be doing a lot more stuff too. I'm thinking that maybe I can even get a podcast done from out on the ice or out fishing, and where it's just us talking about shit. Which, you know, it could be a niche, but it's a pretty small niche. If you like, it's kind of a weird one, because it's not quite outdoors. It's not quite a video game channel. We're going to be talking about, I assume we're going to be talking about mental health and stuff, because I'll just be honest with you. The big reason why I did stop doing the channel was because of mental health. And that sounds a little bit weird, like maybe like, oh my god, like maybe you were depressed, or maybe he was suicidal or something. And that's a really stupid thought to have, right? But the thing about that is that it always goes deeper, right? It's not just like, oh, well, he's still thinking about suicide. Like, there's so many layers, and it's not that I was thinking about suicide. It could be somebody else. My mental health issues was specifically just depression, and fishing helped me out with that. Just taking a daily walk every morning helped a lot with that. Talking with somebody at first helped. But when you suffer trauma, the weird thing is, sometimes you don't even know it, right? At the time, you don't even know it. So, yeah, it took me a long time to even realize what was going on with me and why I was feeling weird and all that, right? So that's going to be something we're going to discuss on this channel more. Like, I was pretty vague about it right there, but you know, that's just a teaser. And again, I'm going to just say this. I don't know why I said again, because I never said it once. But this is not the official launch of the fishing channel, just because I have one camera and one mic, and when I am out on the ice fishing, like, you'll see there'll be more camera shots. There'll be a lot more going on than just me standing here fishing and talking with you guys, and probably not catching any fish right now either, because I'm looking at it, like the current's actually pretty okay right now. It's not, I've seen it worse here. So it's pretty fishable right now. And it could lead to fish coming right to me because there's kind of like two currents kind of like swirling around here because of this island. Like and the two main arteries for the water to get out are actually behind the camera and right over there. And the current over here kind of wants to go over here, but because of this island, there's also current pushing it back over there. So like right here is a pretty interesting spot that has a lot of fish here, depending on how you fish. Here's one thing I will tell you about myself. Bottom fishing is not my favorite thing to do, but it is a necessary thing to do if you want to catch big fish, right? Like, I guess that's the best way I can say it. Because sometimes you just gotta throw some minnows at the bottom, throw some mackerel, just throw anything at them, worms, night crawlers, anything, just throw them at the bottom with a weight. Sorry about that. And then you just wait, preferably have a slip bobber on, so you see the bite on the slip bobber. Here, we'll fish this edge right here, because sometimes there's fish right here. I think like literally right off of the edge right here, off of the rock, it's like straight 10 feet right here. I know that much about the depth here. There's no depth charts for exactly where we are. But I do know that it's deep enough to jump into the water and come nowhere near the bottom. Because there's I don't know if we can see it on camera. Nah, it's kind of behind the tree there. Where there's a pretty big rock that you can jump off of. And it's a pretty good time. And like I said, I wasn't really expecting to catch anything, but I just wanted to film a video, honestly. And just get it out and film it and get it done and be like, hey there, finally I did the first video, and then I can just move on from there. And this is not the full launch of the channel. The channel will be, especially when we're ice fishing, I'll be way more set up. And like right now, this is just test runs. I just want to do test runs. Like right now, I'm not even going to edit this. I'm just going to put the audio from the mic onto the video from the camera, and that's all I'm doing this episode. As we go along, I will start editing more and more, and that's the good. I think that's going to be another thing that sets me apart from other channels. Is I'm not accusing everybody of doing this, right? But a lot of the channels that I see, you know, like they were already doing vlogs, or they were already doing photography before, or you know, they're doing that as their job, and then they already have fishing as a hobby, right? Me, not really. Like, the only experience I had with cameras and stuff, like, don't get me wrong, I took pictures and stuff, but like, I'm not an expert with photography or anything. So I think that it'll be cool to get that perspective of just a newbie starting with crap equipment all around, you know, recording equipment, fishing equipment. There's nothing in my tackle box that is expensive. There's nothing that I recorded with that's expensive. Even my I'm stuck. even my what was I gonna say? Well, now I don't know, because now I'm stuck and I don't know if I actually want to bother to get it out, honestly. I might just cut it off and call it a day. I think that's a pretty good finish to the first video, because I was not expecting to catch a fish either way. Oh man, I have to go buy some more braid now. I don't even know what it got stuck on. I guess there's a new branch or tree that got sucked into the current here, and I got snagged onto it, because I don't get snagged here very often. It has happened, but teaches me to use an exposed hook like that with the wacky worm. But anyways, I totally forgot what I was going to say before I fucking snagged. and swearing. That's a thing that I'm still gonna do, because I'm not really gearing this towards children. That's not really my point. And there's a lot of fishing channels out there too that I don't see them like. I know that they get high. You can see it on their face that they get high, but it's not part of the video. And I just find that silly, because it's legal throughout most of Canada, and I do watch a lot of Canadian fishermen on YouTube. I also watch some American ones, but even in America, a lot of America is legal now in terms of pot. But yeah, none of the channels smoke weed, none of the channels drink beer, talk about mental health. You know, nothing helps the mental health better than beer and weed. But yeah, like I said, there's so many channels out there. You can just see it, but you know, they don't really make it public. And it's weird. I do have goals with this channel, and I don't really want to get lofty with them quite yet, but getting a Bud Light seltzer advertisement or a sponsorship would be pretty sweet, if you ask me. Bud Light seltzer, I only came up with that one because I've seen Bud Light seltzer advertised on a bunch of stuff compared to other brands online. I think I see Bud Light seltzer, or just Bud Light in general, advertised in a lot of spots. Also, I might have fucked up the mic this week. I usually put it lower, and I should have put it lower. And right now I was literally just talking right into it, so the audio is going to be all over the place this week. So I'm sorry about that. I'm going to place the mic better next time. And I don't know why I said week, because that's first of habit from podcasting, right? So there's a lot of habits I'm going to have to break to do this fishing stuff. My speaking ability is going to improve, hopefully. That's something I noticed too from not doing the podcasts or the YouTube videos as much. As I still speak perfectly fine, but man, I used to just be able to go bang, boom, bang, boom. Oh man, this thing and that thing, and oh, do you remember when this happened when I was a kid? And you know, just so much faster. And that's just something I'm going to have to work on again. Just getting my thoughts out onto the camera right away, especially when you're fishing, because when you're fishing, your mind's a little bit more involved than it is with video games. I think, because video games, you're already in the electronic world. You're already like kind of in it. So you know, somebody texting you or you know, that's what, you know, when you're playing video games, you're not like, I think you're using less of your mind. I'm not saying that you're not using your mind, because I clearly, you could go watch me play a ton of video games on the same channel that I'm going to be fishing on, right? And we're going to be playing video games on the fishing channel. But there's something about fishing where you think it's relaxing and you think you're just mindlessly but no, you're using a lot of your brain, of your body, and getting distracted from fishing to talk on a camera is harder than you would think. I'm not saying that video games is easier too. It's just, for me, I already did that, and I'm used to doing that. And this is another skill that I'm going to have to work on and focus on, because it is more difficult than you would think. So I broke that thing off. Maybe I could toss something else, but I think that's how I'm going to end the video, is losing a yum dinger that I already have. I have one rigged right here already. I don't know why, but I had two pre-rigged for wacky. No idea why. But yeah, as you go along, I'll show you some of my favorite tackle. I'll show you my two rods that I have. I only have two rods. Oh, and ice fishing, I guess. I have one ice fishing rod. I'm probably going to buy another one. And I have two tip-ups that are the insulated round tip-ups. Those are nice. I also have a few just tip-ups that you just nail into the ice beside the hole, and then it's literally, when you get a bite, it just pulls the flag down, and then it lifts the flag, and then yeah, I have a couple of those. Those are like super old. They're like 25 years old, maybe, something like that. So yeah, the channel is gonna full launch whenever I get ice. Like whenever I get ice, that's when the first video is gonna be filmed. In Ottawa, that's gonna be still probably another month or two. We're November, what are we today? 17th, something like that. November 17th, 18th. So it's still gonna be about another month and a half, 2 months. I hope maybe I can find a few ponds that are frozen over that have some depth in them and maybe some fish. But I plan on going a little bit north to get earlier ice. So I have no idea when the ice video is going to happen, but I do have a few spots that I'm looking at driving to, and I hope that, you know, it's sooner rather than later. That's another thing too, right? There's a lot of fishermen out there that's like, their videos are pretty much all the same, right? It's like, hey, it's Wild Matt here with Megascorcher Fishing, and today we're on Ottawa River, and it's glorious. We're gonna catch all the pike, and come with us, and we're gonna have some fun. You know, like, and don't get me wrong, we're gonna have some exciting moments and shit, but some of it just seems fake, and it's not bad. I like some of that stuff, like, don't get me wrong, some of that stuff's entertaining, but hopefully, you know, it's just gonna be us fishing and playing video games, and it's gonna be fun on camera. I'm not gonna be forcing it, you know, and using the same, and podcasters too, that's another thing too, is podcasters, they always have the same intro, the same outro line. Like, I don't have any of that. I'm just gonna go with the videos. I don't know if I should, if this is a show or if it's a vlog. Is it both? The plan for the release of these videos right now is every week. Every week. I might do a daily video where it's just raw, unedited footage and call it behind the scenes or something, where it's just like, I said this in another video that I didn't upload because technical issues and all the stuff, but I was gonna put another camera right on that island, and I could literally cast right on the camera. So that will be fun. And a behind the scenes video could be me going to set up that camera. I could literally swim it there, but I'm probably gonna blow up my raft and get out there, because once I blow up that raft, I'm probably gonna go fish on the other side of the island, because on the other side of the island there's a really good spot that has a lot of bass there, like all year, because there's no one. There's like maybe like 4 people in all of Ottawa that fish this spot with a boat. Nobody else does it. Shh. Okay, I will show you some of my spots if you can figure it out on video camera. I'm not gonna show you exactly all of my spots. Like in Ottawa, whatever, man. None of the spots in Ottawa are private. Like, you take a picture, as long as it's not a picture straight down onto the ground of the fish, and it's a picture in the air, you can go, oh hey, there's that building, oh hey, there's that island, oh hey, there's that other island, oh hey, that's Mooney's Bay, there's a big beach behind it, oh hey, that's Mooney's Bay, there's a road right off at the end with tiny houses. Like, you know, there's not a lot of spots that are secret in Ottawa. Most of them are on the Ottawa River or the Rideau River. The canal has some good fishing during the summer, but the waters gets drained there. I believe it's at the beginning of November. Maybe something October too. But anyways, I'm just rambling now, so I'm gonna wrap it up. That's the first fishing video. It sucked. I was not expecting to catch any fish. I'm gonna go fish on Friday. It's gonna be super nice on Friday. Right now it's 3 degrees Celsius out here. It's actually super nice. There's 0 wind, and the sun is beautiful. But on Friday, it's gonna be 14 degrees Celsius, and I'm gonna have real worms, and we're gonna toss those bitches at the bottom, and I'm just gonna let them be. I'm not even gonna touch the rod until something bites it. So that's the plan. I don't have a what you call it. I don't have any slip bobbers. I'm just gonna put a bell at the end of my rod and just leave it there. And when something bites it, it'll wobble the end of my rod and go ting-ling, and we'll have fish next time, hopefully on the next video. And I'll interspice a bunch of random stuff. I don't know why I'm talking now, because now I'm just talking about production. I'm done. That's the first video. Me snagging and getting stuck with a wacky rig worm, and then me rambling. It's gonna be a fun time. See ya.